Hello students, welcome to our college once again. Myself Janisha from St. Joseph Composite PU College, Vijaypur, from the Department of Commerce. So in one of the episode, I discussed about the concept of rural development, right? So after studying that chapter, we came to know about the condition of rural, and for the development of that rural or village areas, we require so many aspects, right? Or the so many fields, that is what the rural development. For example, we came to know about that human capital or human development, that is on the basis of education, skills, knowledge, technological upgradation, and also what give importance to the agriculture sectors, industrial sectors, and so on. As a result, we can achieve what? The development. So also Gandhiji told that the real growth of country is possible only by the growth of its village, right? So that part we have to discuss in the previous episode. So today in this episode, I'm going to discuss about first unit, that is development. Then let me start regarding this chapter. Then let me start. After studying this chapter, you will get some knowledge regarding the nature and meaning of development and also underdevelopment, and also indicators of human development. Along with that, you will came to know about gender related development. Every one of us continuously strives to achieve progress in our life, right? For example, why the people are work? Because to what achieve in their life, because to get some money and also to fulfill their desires, right? Like that only, in order to achieve our aims and satisfy to our wants, so we have to engage with economic activities. So like that, in that same manner, the economy also continuously attempt to progress. Why? Because to providing what more and more quantities of goods and services to the people. Yes, so for that reason, the development is what? That is essential. Then let us see about what is the meaning of economic development. Yes, so development is one of the concept of complex phenomena. That means it is not easily we can explain it, or we cannot easily define it, right? So then what is economic development? So economic development refers to increase in a country's capacity to serve the economic interest of its citizens and overcoming economic problems like poverty, unemployment, inequality, inflation, etc. That means what? Economic development. That means increase in a country's capacity. So increase the country's capacity. Why? Because to control the problems like poverty, unemployment, inequality, inflation. Okay, why? Because to protect or to serve the interest of the people. Okay, so this is for the economic development. So economic development is what? Increase the country's capacity, that is to serve the economic interest of the citizens, and also it overcome, okay, it overcoming the economic problems, that is what? Poverty, unemployment, inequality, inflation. So this process is called as economic development. Okay, so the main target or main aim of the economic development is to what? Protect or to serve the citizens, and also to overcome or to reduce, control the problems like poverty, unemployment, inflation, inequality of income and wealth, etc. Okay, so this is what the meaning of economic development. Now I'll explain about the concept of development. In our daily life, we use the word what? Development. Then what is this development in generally? Simply we can say that development is what? Progress. Development is a progress in a particular field. Okay, so that is respective field, whatever it is there, so that in that field, so if it is progress we find out, then it is called as development. For example, one businessman, okay, how can you say that that person is one of the progressed? So in his field, in his business field, if he achieved something, okay, if he earns more profit, then we can say that progress in his business, right? Or take for example your marks, okay, if you studied well and practiced well and also doing exams also well, then if you score what, first class or distinction, then we can say that okay, you will developed regarding the marks. So that we can say that development we can use oftenly, okay, often we can use it, but this generally we can say that development is what? Progress in the particular field or segment of a people, like rural development, social development, educational development, women and children development, etc. Right? So whatever we can say that whenever the economic activities in a country expand, then it is called as economic development. So simply we can say that whenever the economic activities in a country expand. So what is this economic activities? So like production, consumption, distribution, exchange. Okay, so productivity of a country, okay, means demand and supply of the country. So those economic activities are increased, okay, or expanded, then we can say that easily economic development. Okay, and also we can say that economic development is one of the process. It is the concept of a process and it is a complex phenomena. Okay, that means we cannot easily define it. So this is what? Development. So then finally we can say that what is development? That is, development is what? It is what? Progress in respective field. And what is this economic development? We can say that if it is, suppose if it is economic activities in a country expanded, then it is called as economic development. Then let me see about one of the famous economists, Professor Mayo and Baldwin. So they have been defined the concept of development. Then let us see about this definition of development. So according to Professor Mayer and Baldwin, so they said that economic development is a process. It is one of the process whereby an economy's real national income increases over a long period of time. Dear students, you just observe here the point. See, if it is economic development means what? It is one of the process. This we know that, right? This is a process whereby economy's real national income, okay, if it is country's national income or GDP increases over a long period of time, not only for a 1 year, okay, but also long period of time like a 5 year, 10 year, 15 year, 25 year, like that. Okay, so continuously over a long period of time, if a country's real national income is increases, then we can say that economic development. Okay, this is what the definition given by Mayer as well as Baldwin. And in this definition, it highlights about 3 elements of economic development, right? So then what are that? First one, a process, because we know that economic development is what? It is a process, right? This is one of the element. And second one, an increase in real national income. That is what? It is a process whereby countries or economies real national income has been increases. That is what second element. And third one, we observe that over a long period of time. That means if it is economy's real national income is increases over a period of time continuously, okay, then it is called as economic development. So that these are the 3 elements are very essential for the economic development. So those elements are process, an increase in real national income, and also over a long period of time. Then now let us discuss them regarding these three elements in detail. Then, first one, process. This is one of the element, right? The term process here refers to the operation of the forces that bring about changes in supply of factors of production. So process means what? Process is nothing but it is operation. For what? Operation of the forces that bring about changes in the supply of factors of production. So there are four factors of production, that is land, labor, capital and organization. Okay, once again I'll repeat, land, labor, capital and organization. So these are the four factors of production. Okay, so that in that process is what? Process is nothing but operation of the forces that bring about changes in the supply of four factors of production also. Okay, and the structure of demand for the products, this is what the term called as a process. Okay, so that we can say that here demand for products changes due to change in size. So why the demand will be changes? See, if it is demand changes, automatically the supply will also change, right? So then what are the reason for, or what are the cause for change in a demand? The demand for products changes, that is because of change in size, composition of population, level and distribution of income, taste, etc. So that these changes contribute to an increase in the national income. So as a result, due to high population, for example, okay, if it is only 100 people, okay, if the only 100 people they require social science textbooks, okay, only 100 people, then supply also only 100. If the number will be increases, okay, instead of 100, now 1000 students are required for social science textbook. Now the number increased, right? So as a result, what? Income also increases. So like that only we can say that, so national income can be increases, that is due to changes in its demand. Okay, so this is what the first element, process. Second element, real national income. See, national income is what? It is the total value of all goods and services which produced in a country during a year. Remember, so what is national income, or dash is what national income? So national income is what? It is the total value of goods and services produced in a country during a specific time or period of a specific period of time, that is what? Year, we can say that. Okay. Then how to calculate the national income and what is the relationship between national income as well as development? Simply, so it is an important measure of development. Why? Because higher the national income, then higher is the economic development. That means if it is higher the national income, then development also high. If it is national income is low, then development also low. For example, in your hand, if it is 1000 rupees there, then you can able to buy what? The products which you demand about the 1000 rupees. Okay, instead of 1000 rupees in your pocket, only 500 rupees there, then you are not able to buy up to 1000 values of a product, right? That means if it is higher income, then you can buy whatever. If it is low income, then it is not possible. Like that only, if it is country's national income is high, then automatically development also high. If it is country's national income is low, then economic development also low. Okay, so that we can say that here what? When we estimate the income based on increased prices, the values or income are also inflated. So we can say that real national income is also one of the element of what? Economic development. And the last element, long period. See, I said already, process, real national income and also long period, these are the three elements, right? The increase in the real national income should be sustained over a long period, that about 10 years or more. That means calculation of real national income, that should be over a long period of time, means continuously. Okay, it will not be stopped. For example, if 1 year, what in the first year, beginning year, the national income is only 5%, the next year it is 3%, means that is not economic development. So process should always be long period of time, that is say for 10 years or more. Okay, so short term spurts in income are not considered as a development. So short term income is not considered as a economic development. Okay, so that we can say that the changes in supply of factors of production and demand for goods and services should be continuous in order to bring about sustained increase in incomes over the long period of time. So that changes in demand as well as supply, okay, as a result there should be a continuous changes in the national income. One of the famous economist, Professor Colin Clark, he defines economic development as an improvement in economic welfare, because economic welfare can only possible when the national income of a country is increases. Okay, so that we can say that economic welfare in turn is the availability of all those goods and services which are used by the individual. So hence we can say that if it is improving economic welfare of the people, also means reducing the economic ills like poverty. Means if it is economic welfare is achieved, means what, that is poverty will be reduced. Hence we may describe economic development as a process that extends over a long period, that which helps in reducing poverty and thereby helping a country to achieve self-sustained growth in income. So finally we can say that, so economic development is what? It is a process of what? Long period of time. Okay, and which helps to overcome or to reduce the poverty, unemployment, and as a result it is helpful to achieve self-sustained growth in the country as well as the income. So this is what we can say that the concept of economic development. Now, okay students, now let us see about few questions, that is fill in the blanks questions. So you need to solve these questions regarding this concept only. Then let me see. First question, economic development is a dash. Second one, the value of goods and service produced in a year is called dash. Third one, dash refers to increase in a country's capacity to serve the economic interest of its citizens. Fourth question, economic development is a dash phenomena. Fifth one, higher the national income, higher is the dash. Question number 6, dash defines economic development as an improvement in economic welfare. Seventh one, dash is the availability of all those goods and services which are used by the individuals. Eighth question, the term dash here refers to the operation of the forces that bring about changes in supply of factors of production. Question number 9, economic development is a process whereby an economy's real national income increases over long period of time. It was given by dash. And the last question, in an underdeveloped country, basically the dash is lower. So these are the questions you need to attempt and also submit on time. Then in next episode we'll see once again, continue with this chapter regarding the underdevelopment concept. Thank you.